Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have more books. I got more books. Now, most of them are actually on my Kindle just because I haven't been to my library yet. But I got quite a lot of books. Like, honestly, I can be influenced so easily. So easily. Tell me, recommend me a book, and I'll buy it. It's simple as. Anyways, the first book that I got is The Predator. And it's supposed to be dark romance, and I really like dark romances, right? But as long as they're not like, there's no such thing as too smutty, right? But like, I want some sort of plot in the book. I want something to be happening in the book, not just, you know, smut. It just, otherwise I'm just gonna get very bored reading it. Like, it's simple as. But it's also enemies to lovers, and I love that trope, honestly. It makes sense. It makes more sense than friends to lovers, because like, how are you gonna tell me, sit there and tell me, you know, you've been friends with this person for like years, right? Years, and it's just, you know, all of a sudden you're in love with this person. The next book that I got is The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams, and I actually haven't read anything of hers, but I've seen her books been going around on TikTok, so I'm just kind of interested to see what her writing style is like. And all I know about this book is friends to lovers, literally just what I was saying there a second ago. But like, I don't mind reading about friends to lovers, but I would prefer enemies to lovers more than friends to lovers. That's all I know. I ended up getting a couple of Blake Pierce's books, but the thing is, I noticed that he has quite a lot, and I mean like the most books that I've seen by an author, and you know, he just keeps releasing books like this, pretty much one every single week if I'm not mistaken. But I read his book I read his book The Perfect Wife, and it wasn't too bad, but it was like in the middle, right? I gave it 3 stars, but I'm very intrigued to see what his other books are like. Whoops. His other books are like, and I noticed that pretty much all of them are kind of like FBI kind of, but these would be the books that I ended up getting. Then I got You Deserve Each Other by Sarah Hogle, and I actually saw Destiny Sidwell here on YouTube actually talk about that book, and I saw her talk about it, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna buy it. But like, because I'm always in the mood to read, and I was just like, you know what, I'll give her a go and I'll see, maybe it'll be my favorite book, who knows. Then I got 2 Taylor Jenkins Reid's books, After I Do and Malibu Rising, and I know she's like a very popular author. There's nothing that I read of hers that I didn't like, so of course I got more of her books. Now, romance wise, I actually got Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood, and the first book I read of hers is Love on the Brain, and I absolutely love that book. So I'm excited to read another one of her books, and I'm hoping it will be just as good. Also, I got Never Never by Colleen Hoover, and I know she's like very hit and miss, and you know, as soon as people hear Colleen Hoover, they're like, nope. But I do like her books. I've read quite a few of them, and I have not a single bad thing to say really about them. And at the end of the day, it's not that deep. I read what I read, and if I like it, then I'm gonna read it. Like, not that there should be a problem, like, you know, it's just reading, it shouldn't be that deep really. And then the last book that I got is Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez, and I read her series The Friend Zone. Sorry, my voice is going bad. I've been actually sick there the last couple of days, so my voice is still very raspy. But and her writing style is like very good, in all fairness, and most of it is like very light-hearted, very easygoing. But Yours Truly is a second chance romance rom-com, and it's based around, and I couldn't tell you much about the book. All I know is that it's based around, I presume she needs a donor, and if I remember correctly, she found a person who's a doctor, and he's a perfect match for her organ, whichever organ it is, and when she meets him, she realized that he could be her perfect match, soulmate wise. I could be making it up, but that's the gist of what I got when I quickly read through the back of it. But yeah, that's all the books that I got on my Kindle, and I'm excited to actually go down to a library and get a couple more books, because even though I love reading on my Kindle, I mostly prefer physical books. But the section on my library actually isn't as big as, you know, as Kindle has. Kindle has pretty much every single book that you can think of, and that's why I love Kindle. But let me know what book I should read next, and is there any other book that I should get, because more than likely I will go and get that book. But guys, I'll see you in my next video.